Rocky, just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Burrow on first down. Slant pass to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers 0. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to start the drive, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to number 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's second and a yard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, McCall And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down. McCall, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On for the field goal. 25-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. For 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Number 20.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Steelers 3.
It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's intercepted. Off by Mike Hilton, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
To number 29.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Mixon with it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 18 Cardinals.
First down. Here's Burrow. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mixon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Six yards left on second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
The Bengals' 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now they run with Nixon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55.
Now Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, McCall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McCall. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on first down. Nixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3 down. 55.
Oh, you know why this team showed up?
Mike, 55.
Here's Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because this confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Bengals 17. Steelers 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54's Mike.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow will throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Nixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mixon again.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. McCall try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If they have designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Tannehill. And hitting Juju on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bengals 27, Steelers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
On the carry.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Here we go. Right back.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Good. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Steelers.